of all, what did you make of the team's performance today?
We didn't start the game particularly well. We obviously conceded, which Lenny Yoro gets a forearm smash in the back of his head, and then they score the first goal. So didn't decide to overturn that decision. So that was a big moment in the game. We didn't quite have the rhythm. We didn't click. We had some moments, but it wasn't quite there for large parts of the first half. And then second half, I thought the boys, the way they went around it and stayed positive and fought for everything and tried to get something out of the game after another shocking decision to send Leach off. It's 2 games in a row we've had decisions like that go against us, but that one I have to say was one of the worst I've seen.
Have you sought an explanation from the referee? You clearly don't think it's a red card.
So you can elbow Lenny Yoro for the first goal in the side of the head, leaning arm obviously, and then you can throw your arm in Leach's face, and then as he's off balance because of that, and he half grapple and he kind of half touches the back of his ear, which then pulls the bobble out, which then leads to look like I don't even know what it looks like. It's not a pull, it's not a tug, it's not aggressive. He touches it and he gets sent off, and worst of all, he was actually sent to overturn it, clear and obvious error. It's shocking.
When you're looking at the difference between that first half, the second half, obviously the sending off goes against you. You're down to 10 men, but it seemed like there felt more energy. There was chances. You get the goal back, perhaps almost an equaliser right at the end as well. What changed, do you think, in that sense?
Now the boys went for it. It's football, you know. Sometimes you don't have good spells in games, and other times you do. We know we can be better and we can do things better. You know, we'll obviously look at that, but the way this boys second half and could have got something out of the game, and I'm pleased the way we went into that. We spoke at half time about getting the next goal and trying to go on and win it, and it was obviously more difficult when you've got a man down.
People will question whether this 24-day break may have had an impact. Did you feel like it did?
It doesn't really make any difference, to be honest.
Going forward, busy couple of weeks now, important few weeks as well. What do you take from a game like this to work on in the next couple of games now?
No, this is one game. All right, so we'll certainly look at it and we'll look to improve. We got another big game, an important game next week, and a big end to the season. We're in a really good position, you know. So tonight's disappointing. We obviously didn't want to lose at home, and we didn't want the referee's decisions to be so bad against us. But we got to move on, and we've got a big end to the season. So there's a lot to be positive about.
Michael, thank you for your time.
Thanks a lot.
A huge intervention there from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Nothing then for Manchester United tonight, a second defeat under Michael Carrick. Here's the United skipper, Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno, there was a lot to that game, but how do you assess it?
No, we gave the game away in the first half. We were not up to the game straight away with their intensity. We knew they wanted to press us 1v1. We had to be better on the first ball, but even better in the second ball. We weren't great. We gave too much space away, and we end up going 2-0 down. We had time still in the second half to turn it around, but it was not possible.
What was the message at half-time to try and change things?
No, the message was just by the manager was just for us to try to lift the standard on the intensity, try to be a little bit more aggressive, and that's it.
People will obviously be questioning the break that there's been, 24 days in between matches. Do you put that down to the way that you performed tonight?
No, it is what it is. We're out of the FA Cup, so we have to blame ourselves to be out of the game for so long. That's what it is. The game was today. We had to prepare ourselves in the best way. We did, but wasn't enough to win the game today.
There was a moment as well when Martinez was sent off. He was shown a red card. How was that explained to you?
I'm not talking about the referee. If I talk about the referee, I'm going to get in very, very big trouble because the rules are different for everyone and apply different for everyone. The difference in the yellow cards, you can also see it. So it's better that I don't say anything.
OK, going forward then, still lots to play for, still in a really good position in terms of Champions League qualification. What do you learn from a game like this to go into the rest of really important games for the end of the season?
No, it doesn't change anything of what we want to achieve. We know that our aim is to stay in the top 4. It's all by our side. We have to win our games, and if we do that, we're going to be in the position we want to be at the end of the season.
Right, let's have a look at the big talking points of the second half when Leeds United were 2-0 up. And Manchester United's challenge down to 10 men, just 56 minutes into the game. Lisandro Martinez, after the intervention of VAR and John Brooks, Edwin, for violent conduct, pulling the hair of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What do you make of this?
Yeah, of course it's not nice. You can't do it. He's really grabbing for it. But I find a red card harsh for for that. Like it's for me it would be a yellow. It's probably in the books and everything, the rules. It's violent conduct is a red card. But that it's not nice. But yellow card is fine.
Yeah, I mean, Edwin summed it up really. It's in the rules that it's red. What can you do? What can the referee do? He gets made aware of it. He doesn't see it in normal time. I didn't see it in normal time. Not many people did, I'm sure. But then when you look at it, he does grab his hair. He does pull it. It is in the rule book.
And the players know those rules.
And the players know that. In fact, is that the third one this season? I think there's certainly been Michael Keane got sent off for Everton for doing it. Pretty sure it's the third one. But anyway, everybody knows that it's a red card. So as much as I understand what Edwin's saying, a yellow card, it doesn't feel the worst crime in the world. It's not like he's broken his leg or something. I don't know what the referee can do other than give him a red card.
How many games suspension will this be?
It's violent conduct.
Three.
It'll be 3.
Will be 3?
Yeah, which is double
On top of
double pain.
Top of whatever, a red card.
Harry Maguire's
playing-
coming back, but it's no consolation for Martinez, is it?
No. But it seemed to galvanise United. The handbrake was well and truly off, and Casemiro got the goal, and Old Trafford was up and believing at this point.
Absolutely, it's always nice to play this side. Well, of course, you want to win, you want to be in front and everything. But when you're down, you know that Stratford End will do something special. And when the ball goes into the box, Casemiro, it's a great header. When he finds the back post and everything and steers it to the back post and that way it's galvanizing the team a little bit. They got a few other opportunities after that. Some stretches, Leeds felt a little bit in panic. Sometimes they had 10 minutes of ball possession, but it was just not enough to get the equaliser done.
Yeah, they did have a couple of goal mouth incidents, shall we say, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, for once, prevented them right on the line, didn't he?
Yeah, quite
5
incredible,
minutes in the end.
Yeah, I mean, full credit to Manchester United. In that second half, they did have a go, and as we all know, with 10 men for the vast majority of it, and Calvert-Lewin there at the double, I mean, quite incredible. We all look at Calvert-Lewin and think, how important is he in the other box? But that's like scoring a goal. Twice he denies Manchester United. I mean, it's a great header. From Casemiro. How good is he in the air? Incredible for someone of his size. He times and brave in the air. But Calvert-Lewin did exceptional well.
It's nice to see the things that you speak before the game. So your position is 6 yard box. If the ball goes over the top of you, you drop back on the line. Sometimes you forget it, but this specific action, it was there. It saved them. Whatever, the equaliser and 3 points probably on the way to safety for Leeds United.
Absolutely.